Hello there, this is Oliver Dillon-Stout, and we are looking at the final project for SGD 213. I will say before we get fully into this that we are working with a game that is not functioning still at this point. That being said, I will still go over what I have adjusted, what I was attempting, and where our breaks seem to be. Um, Essentially, I think this is a user error in the sense that I do not comprehend how to connect these large paragraphs completely. I think I have a pretty solid understanding on most of what does what, but I can't spot the issues very well because I don't comprehend why something necessarily does something or why it may not be working all of a sudden. For example, um, I've got pretty much the same key code copy pasted from the spongy assignment. Um, I went back to A and D for our directions. Um, we changed a lot of the text. So anywhere that we used to have spongy has been replaced with gamer. We've also replaced the acid, since there was an acid script, with cannonball, because the goal was to drop cannonballs on the player, I guess, while we're at it. Um, my end goal was to have the player shooting at enemies, dodging cannonballs, and jumping over boxes in a way that would give them a higher score. So it was supposed to utilize multiple different elements from this class. And um, essentially, even my understanding is if I can't solve the basic building blocks, I shouldn't be trying to do everything else yet. And um, I have failing foundation here. So I'll give you an example. So I have the exact same key code, except we changed it to gamer half width. I have no issues found in the code. If we go ahead and play, if I say D, it goes, and then I can no longer go. If I say A, I can't go at all. Not very exciting. Um, so this could be vector 3 times speed. This could be the scale being different for our backdrop. Um, Essentially, something with those numbers needs to be adjusted. Um, Gamer half width size times divide by 2 to find half the width. I can't spot what needs to be changed. I can tell you that the size for either the background, which the background does have its background script attached, which I can go over right now. We've got the background script. Um, all right, and I also have the bomb script. I'm gonna have to pause because my brother's dog won't be quiet. One moment. All right, sorry, I just had to move the dog to another room. Okay, so I will go ahead and just open all these scripts real quick. We've got the controller script from Spongy, I believe. The main script, again, similar to Spongy. The new behavior script. Um, this is related to the start scene, which I attempted through YouTube videos and also failed at. I attempted quite a few things. This has been very frustrating. I did what I could, but I truly am in debt and I can't justify focusing on this class much more. So, all right. So how did that one? What does the new behavior script do? That was, as I said, my attempt. So if I say open scene and then play the game, what's wonderful is we get this nice start button. and it's very subtle. But as you can see, there's a response to our box. I don't know how to get to actually start the game. I made a start screen and a clickable button that does nothing. So there's that. Sounds. Um, yeah, I didn't add sounds because I never got to the point where I was able to drop bombs from the sky. That's the point at which I would do that. Um, so I guess I would probably attach that to the cannonball somewhere in here. So let's go ahead and do that anyway, even though it's not really like it's gonna do anything for us. I've got the enemy controller script. This was based on the guy with the axe versus the wizard that we made in the beginning of this course. Some of the things that I had to change would include we had up and down. I do not want up and down in our game. Let me pause that, switch back over to the other scene again. I will go ahead and save just to play it safe. Okay, so I got rid of the up and the down, um, as well as two of these paragraphs anytime that it would suggest that it's true or false. That's when I would want the Grimes or the Wizard. I don't know how to make the sprites chart work properly. I would love for it to be the Wizard or any other sort of enemy to be coming at this person. I don't think the Grimes would be fitting. Um, However, I was going to attach the enemy controller to something such as the Grime. The axe thrower, it might not make sense for him to throw orbs. I was going to let it happen anyways if he keeps them in his back pocket. As you can see, we've got the sprites and prefabs from several other projects ready to utilize if I knew what I was doing, but I truly don't comprehend programming. And you can give me whatever you grade you think makes sense. I just wish you guys didn't have programming as a requirement. Yeah, my whole family's really disappointed in where I'm at financially. I don't spend much money at all. I lost my girlfriend to being financially unstable this month, so I am just going to call this good enough and start trying to make some money with my life. I wish you well. You were a great teacher. I don't expect any sort of help with this one. I couldn't do it. So that's it. Um, but yeah, seriously, you're a great guy. I hope you have a nice life ahead of you if I don't catch up with you soon.